Hi guys, every year June 8th is observed as World Ocean Day to make people aware of the negative impacts of human activities on ocean and importance of conserving them. This year's theme is the ocean, life and livelihood. So why should we protect oceans? Our Earth looks like a blue planet because 70% of Earth's surface is covered by ocean. It plays an important function in maintaining and sustaining Earth's ecological balance. The ocean produces at least 50% of planet's oxygen. It supports diverse spectrum of life ranging from top predators such as marine mammals to organisms such as algae which are at the bottom of food web. And the oceans are a key to our economy. It is estimated that 40 million people will be employed by ocean-based industries by 2030. Let's check some interesting facts about ocean. Ocean absorbs about 30% of carbon dioxide produced by humans, thus buffering the impacts of global warming. The planet's longest mountain range, mid-oceanic ridge, is underwater. The largest ocean, that is Pacific Ocean, is wider than the Moon. Its expanse is about 12,300 miles, which is 5 times greater than the diameter of Moon. There are waterfalls and lakes in the ocean. The world's largest living structure is Great Barrier Reef, a coral system. More than 90% of planet's life forms are undiscovered and underwater. There are more artifacts and remnants of history in the ocean than in all world's museums. Now let's talk about marine ecosystem. There are mainly 6 of them. Estuaries are formed when fresh water from the streams and lakes combine with salt water from the ocean. Salt marshes are formed due to tides. Mangrove forests are a group of trees. Coral reefs, and next one is open ocean, which are away from the coastal boundaries and above the seabed. And finally, deep sea oceans that are the lowest layer of ocean. Let's talk more about coral reefs. The basic unit of coral reef is a primitive animal called the coral polyp. A single polyp builds a cup-shaped skeleton around its soft body. As they grow and multiply, new cup skeletons are created slowly on the top of all shell and stony dead skeletons. And they form rock, and this rock gradually emerges into reef. They have fluorescent pigment which shield them from high temperatures, and that's why it is said that coral produces its own sunscreen. Coral reef supports a wide variety of species. Many drugs can also be produced from them, which can cure cancer, arthritis, human bacterial and viral infections. Coral reef structures also protect our shorelines against waves, storms, and floods. Once they get damaged, it will take a long time for them to grow into existing state. Have you ever thought about threats faced by ocean? The first one is ocean acidification. We already discussed that 30% of carbon dioxide released to atmosphere is absorbed by oceans. When the levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide increases, the amount of carbon dioxide absorbed by the ocean also increases. This will initiate a series of chemical reactions and thus causes increased concentration of hydrogen ions in the water. This will increase acidity. Another threat faced by ocean is pollution. Our oceans are polluted with a wide variety of marine debris ranging from tiny microplastics to abandoned vessels. So where does this pollution come from? Sometimes they end up in beaches which are washed in with waves and tides. Oil spills and accumulation of many dispersed sources such as fertilizers from our backyards and discharges from factories and water treatment system also causes pollution. This is the picture of Great Pacific Patch, a garbage patch which is formed in the Pacific Ocean. We have heard a lot about oil spills due to the collision of vessels in the sea. This is a huge problem as it is toxic to many marine life forms. Oil spills also occur during refueling of ships or due to breakages in the pipelines or when drilling operations go wrong. Climatic changes also affect our oceans. Rising temperature due to greenhouse effect causes coral bleaching. It also affects the growth and development of fishes and alter ocean currents. It changes the chemistry of seawater. Other issues include overexploitation of fish resources, unsustainable aquaculture, and destruction of habitats. So, how does ocean destruction affect our environment? Pollution can result in the entry of heavy metals and other chemicals in seafood, making it harmful for the humans to consume. Ocean acidification has greater impacts on shell builders like oysters and corals as carbonate ions are decreased. It also changes the chemistry of ocean. If chemicals such as nitrogen and phosphorus increase, it stimulates overgrowth of algae called as algal bloom. This is toxic to fishes. An example is red tide. Microplastics can also be ingested by fishes and filter feeders. Consumption of toxic substances stored in the fatty tissues of fishes can cause health problems in humans, including cancer. Exposure to poisonous agriculture and industrial chemicals can cause reproductive system failure and thus decrease in biodiversity. We have seen how our oceans are getting damaged and how that will affect us. What can we do to protect our oceans? Planting seaweeds will reduce acidification. It also increases the amount of dissolved oxygen in water. You can demand plastic-free alternatives like using paper bags instead of plastic bags while shopping. Reduce your carbon footprint. You can initiate cleaning up activities. Make safe and sustainable seafood choices. Take care of your beaches. There are a lot of organizations that are working to protect our oceans. You can join hands with them. Educate yourself about ocean and marine life and also spread this knowledge to others. Let's join hands to protect our oceans. Thank you.